Hi students, this is the video about the subject-verb agreement. Subject-verb agreement. We know that subject is what or who the sentence is about. What or who the sentence is about. It is called subject. Then we know verb. All the action words are called verb, which describes what the subject is doing. Verb describes what the subject is doing. Here, the subject-verb agreement means the subject and verb must be in the correct form. The subject and the verb must be in the correct form. So, we will see the rule. A singular subject takes a singular verb. A plural subject takes a plural verb. A singular subject takes a singular verb and the plural subject takes a plural verb. That is the rule. Dear students, we will see the example. The rabbit eats carrots. Another sentence, those rabbits eat carrots. See, the rabbit eats carrots. Those rabbits eat carrots. This in the first sentence, we see a singular noun as the subject, that is the rabbit, which is the subject in the first sentence, the rabbit. See, that's a singular noun. Noun means a name of person, place, animals or thing. So here the rabbit is the name of an animal. Here the rabbit is the subject. The verb is eats. Verb means an action. So in this sentence, the subject is singular. The first sentence, the subject is singular, that is one rabbit. Okay, so the verb also needs to be singular. The verb also needs to be singular, that is eats. Here singular means there is just one, single, alone. For example, rabbit, car, then boy, girl. All these are singular noun. Okay, you have to remember one thing, that here something very important to remember about the singular verb. A singular verb always add yes at the end. A singular verb always add yes at the end. For example, eats, rings, walks, plays, etc. Singular means just one thing. A girl sings, for example, a boy dances. You can see some more examples. The car goes fast. Manu drinks coffee. It walks slowly. In these examples, we can see the noun is singular. So the verb also needs to be the singular. A girl, that is the singular noun. Sings, that's a singular verb. A boy, that's a singular noun. So the verb also needs to be singular. Dances. The car, that is singular. So the verb also needs to be singular. Goes, the car goes fast. Then Manu, that is the singular noun. So the verb also needs to be singular. Manu drinks coffee. Then it, that is a singular noun. So the verb also needs to be singular. Walks, it walks. It walks slowly. Now please look at the second sentence. Those rabbits eat carrots. Here the subject is plural. Those rabbits, more than one. Here, so the verb also needs to be plural. Eat. So in the second sentence we can see the plural subject and plural verb. Plural means there is more than one. There is more than one. There is plural. So one thing you have to remember that in the plural verb we don't add s at the end. We don't add s at the end of the plural verb. We can see some more examples. See, first one, girls dance on the stage. Here the subject is plural. What is the subject? Girls. More than one girl. Girls. So the subject is plural. So the verb also needs to be plural. Dance. Girls dance on the stage. Second one, boys sing well. Here subject is plural. What is the subject? Boys. More than one boy. So the verb also needs to be in plural. Sing. In the plural verb we don't add s at the end. The boys sing well. Next one, those cars go fast. Here the subject is plural. Those cars, more than one car. So the verb also needs to be plural. Go. In the plural verb we don't add s at the end. Those cars go fast. Next one, Manu and Maya drink coffee. Here the subject is plural. More than one person. Manu and Maya. So the verb also needs to be plural. Drink. Manu and Maya drink coffee. Dear students, we can go through some more examples. Anu walks to market. Here the subject Anu, that is singular. So the verb also needs to be singular. Anu walks to market. Next one, Sarath and Arun walk to market. Here the subject is plural. Sarath and Arun, more than one person. So the verb also needs to be plural. Walk. In the plural verb we don't add s. Walk. Then that bike goes fast. Here the subject is singular. That bike, only one. So the verb also needs to be singular. Goes. In the singular verb we add s at the end. S or es at the end. So goes. Next one, those bikes go fast. Here the subject is plural. Those bikes, more than one bike. So the verb also needs to be plural. In the plural verb we don't add s. So go. Those bikes go fast. Next one, her frock looks nice. Here the subject is singular. Her frock, only one. So the verb also needs to be singular. In the singular verb we add s at the end. Looks. Her frock looks nice. Next one, their frocks look nice. Here the subject is plural. So the verb also needs to be plural. Their frocks look nice. So the another important thing that you have to remember about the pronoun I and you. I is always singular. You, the pronoun you is usually singular because we usually focus on one person when we speak. But it can be plural if you are talking more than one person. So the pronoun I always singular, but the pronoun you can be singular and plural. However, the rule in English is that with both I and you, we always use a plural verb. A plural verb. With I and you, we always use a plural verb. There is no real reason for this. This is just a rule. This is just the rule. So with I and you, we use plural verbs. So dear students, I hope you all have understood this. Once again, we will go through the subject-verb agreement. What is the rule? Do you remember that? The basic subject-verb agreement rule is singular verb for singular subject and the plural verb for plural subject. Singular verb for singular subject and the plural verb for the plural subject. So the subject verb agreement rules only we applied to the present tense. So the remaining part we will see in the next video. Have a nice day. Thank you.